Topic number 3, CRMs, right? So customer relationship management is really important. So um, basically CRMs are the database or the spreadsheet that have all your clients and all your potential clients in them. And you can use these CRMs to do campaigns, to do email campaigns, to do text opt-ins, to do text campaigns, to be able to send people social media DMs, whatever you're trying to do to bring on more clients, that will come up as far as a VA task in helping find more leads, helping manage leads, do follow-up leads, do tracking for things like customer service, for fulfillment. Again, I keep using this example of the client who wanted a VA to help her sell yoga mats. So the more you know about some of the tools you can use to help manage leads is important. Now, Amazon or Wix or WooCommerce or other ones, a lot of these come with built-in client tracking tools. And a lot of these will also feed into some of the bigger CRMs you'll hear about. Like the most powerful, most commonly used, most popular CRM in the United States is Salesforce. It's used by big companies and small companies. There are products it has designed that are designed for corporations as well as for small business owners. HubSpot's a big one, especially integrating online marketing sales. Zoho, Pipedrive, Zendesk. These are some of the common ones. So again, if you don't know any of these things, take a little bit of time, an hour a day, once a week, to kind of self-educate and learn a little bit more about some of these tools out there. You'll see them in job postings, right? You'll see, I need a VA who can help me manage my Pipedrive account. I want to make sure that I'm sending clients regular newsletters, and I want to make sure that I track who opened it, and I want to find out, did they click on our website? All these things are something that you can tell if you have a Pipedrive account and someone subscribed to you. I need help with that. I can't manage it myself. I'm too busy. So they want you as a virtual assistant to help them with that. So that's the top 5, right? But it's a never-ending list. You're going to find that there are hundreds of CRMs. The most common CRM is the easiest one to use. The most common CRM is a Google Sheet or a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet, where clients just have a row of their client lead with their name, the email address, the phone number, the last contact date, follow up, what happened, when do I follow up again? All these key things are kind of the same, right? So if you understand how to use Google Sheets and Microsoft Excel to do, basically lead data generation and lead follow-up, all these other tools are the same. They just got more bells and whistles. So next up is sales funnels, right? So sales funnels are designed strictly for creating, optimizing, and tracking the journey prospect, right? So for leads. And to me, CRMs and sales funnels and lead generation tools all bleed together. You can use all 3 different things individually, or they can all be in the same. It depends on how your client's using them. So a lot of clients will hire a VA because they've paid a subscription for some kind of CRM or sales funnel or lead generation tool, and it's complicated, and they're not tech savvy. So for example, 2 common ones I hear about right now are ClickFunnels and Kartra. ClickFunnels is a sales funnel, most popular sales funnel tool out there, and there are thousands of knockoffs or variations of ClickFunnels. But the idea is that they help you build a landing page, and then in that landing page, people will sign up for something. You'll get their email address and or phone number, and then they'll go into a database, a CRM, where you can then decide, how do I follow up? You can use things like Kartra to actually automate follow-up campaigns, right? So once someone signs up and you have them funnel them through this app, then you can automate it so that every month they get a copy of the newsletter. And the newsletter is created by taking your blog posts or your vlogs and writing transcriptions of them. And then those go out, and then you have like a welcome letter, and you have like a, hey, haven't heard from you in a while letter, or we have a sale coming up for a new holiday or a new product. All that stuff can be managed using these apps like ClickFunnels or Kartra or Infusionsoft. And clients tend to go, oh, it's more complicated than I thought. I thought it would be easy. I don't have time to learn it myself. I'm not tech savvy. I need to hire somebody that can help me master how to get value from my ClickFunnels subscription, or help me get value out of having to pay Kartra a fee every month. And they're going to turn to you because you're younger, most likely, and you're probably more tech savvy, most likely, and you're more geared towards kind of learning a tool and making sure that it's used optimally. So that's really, again, an area where a lot of Filipino virtual assistants have an advantage, where you probably have a better ability to be really good at using something like ClickFunnels or Kartra than a client will. A couple more I'll mention that are big ones for me right now. So I get a lot of clients saying, "Hey, do you have any virtual assistants who know Go High Level?" Go High Level is a sales platform. It's basically like a sales funnel builder with landing page capability that allows you to attract leads into your funnel, and then it puts the leads into a database, a CRM, that allows you to then extract lists to do email campaigns. And so it's pretty useful. It integrates easily into posting things and getting people to sign up for your product or your service via Instagram and Facebook. Although I think it's very used heavily on Instagram and even now TikTok. So if you haven't heard of Go High Level and you want to find a way to be more successful and find more clients, become an expert on it. So I could find you work tomorrow if you know how to do Go High Level. Same with Project Broadcast. It's a text messaging platform used for mass texting and communications and to automate engage with leads. Basically, it'll set up auto text blasts. You get someone's email or someone's phone number, and you can do things like welcome them to the program. You can send them a text-based newsletter with links to some kind of website or landing page. You can do a lot of things that will give them tips, even deliver short video reels through text. And Project Broadcast is very popular among a segment of my clients. A lot of people that are into network marketing and direct selling, MLMs, people that are doing things like selling a certain beauty care or health supplement. They use Project Broadcast because somebody say, "Hey, you want to automate your sales process? Sign up for Project Broadcast." They sign up for it, they get in the back end of it, and they get overwhelmed. And they think, "I can't learn this. I need to find someone who's an expert." So their first thought is, I'll find a virtual assistant who can manage my Project Broadcast for me. So if you know Project Broadcast and you're able to work with clients, I can find you work tomorrow. And I'll tell you a secret here. If you're a general VA who can do everything but isn't a specialist in any area, you're going to be making significant money. You can make $4 to $5 an hour on the average, maybe 30,000 pesos, 40,000 pesos a month if you're full-time employed. But if you're a specialist, if you know how to do Go High Level and you do it really well, if you've mastered Project Broadcast, you can charge $10 an hour because you're rare. And the cool thing about when you're a specialist in one of these apps, you're going to get referrals. So if you're good for a person when it comes to managing their Go High Level account, and you're really helping them save time and energy so they can focus on what they want to do and not to focus on learning how to use this app, then they'll refer their friends to you. They'll refer other people they know in their circle who also have small businesses that use Go High Level. And boom, next thing you know, you're getting more clients than you can work on. And that's where you want to be, right? Again, you can't master it all. It's impossible because every day there's more and more. But you can master a tool set, come up with the dozen apps that you're best at, and really focus on selling yourself as an expert on those 12 apps. And you'll be more successful than a VA who says, "I can do everything, I can do anything." And that's a secret to being successful as a virtual assistant. That's the third trend, right? CRMs. Understanding how to manage customer leads is the biggest trend right now when it comes to what clients need. So you need to be good at collaboration because clients suck at it. You need to be good at using e-commerce applications and platforms because most clients suck at it. And you need to be really good at CRMs because, again, most clients are not great at it. Or like I say, suck at it. So those are where the trends are at right now for the first three. Go to number four. Number four is probably the hardest. And it's not something I know everyone wants to do, but it's data analytics, it's reporting, right? So this is something that I think has two important pieces to it. The first is clients don't like doing it. It's complicated. It's math. It's numbers. It's like, causing nosebleed or brain freeze. If you're a Filipino, you say nosebleed. If you're an American, you say brain freeze. So a little subtle difference there, but the same thing, right? The idea is that you have to crunch numbers. You got to make sense of your data. And if you can do this as a VA, if you've got a corporate experience in working in analytics, if you at all know how to use Tableau or Power BI or Google Analytics, you're going to find ability to find a skill that will get you paid. If you go into Upwork or Online Jobs PH and you look for analytics or data management or customer insights or things like that, you're going to find some opportunities. And the cool thing about this kind of stuff It's longer lasting and more time. It's something that you could even have a full-time online job working with analytics. One thing people always get, kind of caught up in online is how many clicks it got, how many followers you have, how many friends you have, how many views you have. That's all like the first part of the equation. What people miss out on is the conversion rate. Is your video was viewed 1,000 times, but you didn't sell anything. That's not as good as a video that was viewed 10 times, but you sold 6 times, right? So understanding what's working from a conversion standpoint goes over most clients' heads because they don't want to do the math. They don't want her to figure that out. They kind of look at the top level numbers and they go, "Oh, I made a video and put it on IG and it got 1,000 views. I have 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. I have 1,000 followers in my Facebook group." That's not what really drives the revenue. That's not what makes a company successful. That's the first part of the equation. What matters is the people that are actually engaged or buying. And so you have to have a bit of an analytics, mindset to do that. So Meta Business Suite is basically any Facebook page, IG page, Threads account, or WhatsApp account can be tied together in Meta Business Suite. It's a business tool that allows you to manage posts and see the analytics for each post, right? So if you were to look, Meta Business Suite is Facebook's, or Meta's attempt to kind of get you to use their own insights. Every Facebook business page, every IG account set up as a business account, every WhatsApp account, even every personal account for Threads or for WhatsApp can be tied into Meta Business Suite. So if you are using Meta Business Suite, you get an overall view of who's clicking on what's driving traffic, what people are doing, what kind of engagement's happening. Those are things that clients, again, tend to not want to do themselves. They want to delegate that. They want someone to tell them what's working. They don't want to figure it out for themselves. This is an opportunity for Filipino virtual assistants to really be able to get ahead of the curve. So if you can offer yourself as an expert in things like Meta Business Suite, it's a big plus. Another area is social media analytics, right? Using apps like Hootsuite and Buffer to be able to measure social media analytics. So like Meta Business Suite does for Meta's products, for other ones, including things like LinkedIn and even TikTok, websites that are on WordPress or Wix, you can tie these together through Hootsuite or Buffer to get more of an overall perspective of how things are happening. What are the trends in your business when it comes to social media engagement? So from the client's perspective, everything happens without them doing anything. That's what they want. And if you can do that for them, they'll keep paying you for it, especially if you can help them become successful. If you help somebody automate their business by using ClickFunnels and optimizing their business by using Shopify, and help them, stay on top of things by doing some reporting from Meta Business Suites, and you tell them this and share this with them consistently through a Slack app, then they'll probably be successful. And then that way you can make more money. They can give you bonuses, they can give you more hours, they can give you a raise, and they don't have to find somebody else, which means you don't have to find somebody else. And at the end of the day, that's what's most important. The biggest trend that you need to be able to stay on top of as a virtual assistant is that people have little patience right now. To kind of recap, as a virtual assistant, a Filipino virtual assistant looking to land more American business clients, you want to make sure that you have a collaboration. You want to make sure you can express how you collaborate, get what the client wants, and use their collaboration tools. You want to talk about how to help manage their online marketing, their online shopping, their online commerce. How are they making money online, and how can you help them make it more efficient? You want to make sure that you are managing the leads, because leads are good for business, right? No business has too many leads. And then finally, you want to make sure that you have a way to report this. Now, there's a final piece of advice I'll give you that's about reporting, is you're not just doing the analytics and reporting to share with the client about how they're doing. This way you can justify what you do. It's important when you have a client that you have a clear idea of what their goal is. They may not know it, but you should. Start doing the math and figuring out, is it possible? And if it is possible, how can you help them get there? So again, most people come into virtual assisting thinking that They're going to get the client to train them. They're going to get the client to tell them what to do. It's going to be easy. They're going to make it be able to not work so hard and make a lot of money. And that's the opposite. Virtual assisting is hard, and it's never been easy. It's always going to get harder. And I say that in a good way, because there's always more tools that help us do things better, faster, quicker, but there's also more tools that are harder to learn, take more time to learn, and you have to be better and better at more and more things. Focus on what you're best at, figure out what the tools you love doing are, and really market yourself in those tools. Figure out what your best collab tools are, what your best tools are for lead generation and customer relationship management. Figure out what kind of reporting you like to do, and figure out, what kind of e-commerce stuff you can do. And if you can do those things and you have a tool set, then you'll be successful as a virtual assistant, because you can market yourself to specific requirements. So I know that was a lot. I covered a lot of stuff. That's part of why I put it on YouTube, so you can go back and watch this once it's live. And then when we do the YouTube channel, there'll be a lot more, shout outs and call outs to certain things. I'm happy to do a follow-up Q&A. And we'll do that in a second. Real quick before I do that, I want to plug my YouTube channel. So if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to Dan Meyer, Virtual Staffing Expert. Now, if you go to Google or you go to YouTube itself, and of course, YouTube is owned by Google. But if you go to YouTube and you type in Dan Meyer, Virtual Staffing Expert, you'll find me right away. If you just type in Dan Meyer, you're going to find one of three people. There is a guy who's a professional sword swallower named Dan Meyer, and there was a professional baseball player named Dan Meyer. I am unfortunately not either one of them, but I am the virtual staffing expert. So go check out our channel. Please subscribe if you'd like to. There's tons of content. I recorded a whole series of videos last year about lead gen. Another ambulance on EDSA. Gotta love it. So basically, the last thing, which I know many of you are here for, is how do you become a Sonic VA? So even if you've done this recently in the last year or two, because every one of you that was invited tonight is somebody that's applied for one of our jobs in the past or attended one of our trainings. But I always want an updated resume. You can send it to danmayer@sonicva.com. Make sure in that email that you send your resume, you also include any relevant links to your social media that talk about you as a virtual assistant, right? So if you're managing an IG channel or use your IG channel, if you have a Facebook business page as a VA, send us the links. And then most importantly, submit a 1-minute video of who you are and why you want to be a VA. And I say this because this is the key, right? I need to know if you're serious. Anyone could drop a resume and email, send it. But to take the time to actually write out a script and record a video, or just do it off the cuff, but be good enough to do it off the cuff, where you can just record it. Hey, my name's Dan Meyer, and I am a video editor, and I want to work for American small business clients. I love making videos, and I know I can make videos for your business. I can use CapCut to be able to make really cool reels. I also know how to use Adobe Premiere Pro to make videos. So I would love to make videos for you. If you say that in a 30-second video, then I'll be like, yes, you sound awesome. I want to work with you. If you just send me your resume, you don't stand out. And I'm kind of like hoping that we're going to connect. But if you send me a video, then I know right away who you are and what you're like. It's a big, big game changer. Most VAs aren't comfortable sending videos. And if I say 10 people, send me your resume, then they'll all send a resume. But if I say 10 people, send me your resume and a video, maybe 2 or 3 of you will do it. So if you're serious, send me that 1 minute or less video file, just a quick video on your phone or on your laptop saying why you want to be a Sonic VA, what it is you do, how you do it, what do you want to do, just, basically a 30-second or a minute long little mini bio of why you want to be a VA. And then we'll interview you. Anybody who applies will get an interview as long as you submit that video, resume, and any social media links that are relevant. I forgot to fill out the TBD. So that's actually appropriate, because what happens next is all up to you, right? So there are more jobs out there than there are VAs that can do when you look at VAs that are legit. There are millions of VAs. There are millions of jobs. But the number of VAs that can do the work that the clients need right now is not that great, because most people don't do what we talked about tonight. Most people don't figure out how to really get good at collaboration tools, at e-commerce tools, at CRMs, and at analytics tools. They want to post to social media. They want to make some videos, do some Canva, do some simple stuff, and get paid. And if that's the mindset that a VA has, they're going to struggle. There are many clients, but they're not going to beg to work for you. They're not going to like give you whatever you want off the top. They're not going to say, "Oh yeah, sure, send me your resume and I'll pay you $20 an hour." That doesn't happen. What happens is you have to earn their trust. You have to prove that you're someone they want to work with and that they can trust you with their business. So that's what really we specialize in Sonic VA is I help people like you get matched to people like me because I am that trust. I've built up a name brand, the American small business ecosystem, to be have a pretty good brand. Most of our clients come from referrals because we do good work and people refer us to their friends. So we'll help you find clients. So go ahead and get started. Send me that resume, send me that link, and send me that video. So that is our talk for tonight. Hold on. Those of you that are watching on the YouTube channel, thank you for your time. Now I encourage you all to get out there and have a great day.